Hello. I want to chat to you about something today that I have been wanting to chat to you about for quite a while, and I've just not sat down and spoken to you about it. And I wasn't sure if I would be able to make it relate to Vlogmas, but I think I can, because overall it's a story of like warmth and community and that kind of thing. So I think we can get away with it. There is another video I want to make relating to this one, and I've been also wanting to make it for so long, and I just don't think I can find a good way to connect it to Vlogmas. So it's gonna have to wait until next year. That's all right. A few years ago, I came here, and then a few months after that, I moved. I actually have a whole moving video that I can put up now because I finally told you about this. So that can also go up next year. I've had it saved on my YouTube account, but just a private video for years. And I'm so glad I can finally share it. And that was in September 2019 to start drama school. And where I went to Ireland. I may as well tell you because that's going to connect to the next video. As in not the next Vlogmas video, but the one I want to put up at some point. And I went over and didn't know a soul. Where I was in Ireland, there wasn't really much of a Jewish community. And somehow we managed to find one family that was Jewish. So I did get to do slight like individual things with them for some of the Chagim, but really not a lot. And I was actually reminiscing. I've been wanting to make this video for so long, but I was actually reminiscing. I was looking back at pictures just the other day, like 2 days ago, just looking back at pictures of my time there. And I loved it. And obviously you may have noticed I go back to Ireland every year because I have a friend there. Well, I've got a number of friends there. And I was thinking about something because I am landing quite late when I go over this time. I'm landing quite late and the Irish transport is rubbish, no offense. Well, little offense. And so my friend said someone in their family can come pick me up, which is great. But I was thinking, what if they can't? What if something happens? Or what if, they just can't be bothered? Any number of reasons would be valid. And I was going through it in my head, and the amount of solutions I would have if something went wrong is just incredible to me. Incredible. Most of the people I studied with at drama school are now in London, which is amazing for me, obviously, because I get to see them, which is great. But I met enough people, and I'm not a very social person, but I met enough people that I would be absolutely fine. I would be absolutely fine. In fact, there was a week a couple of years ago where I was in between two different places and I just stayed with a friend, a work friend, not, a drama school friend. And I went on a road trip with some friends from work as well. And I think it is so cool that I can go to a place where I do not know a soul, and almost 5 years later, over 5 years later, I can go back there and have enough of a community there. And actually the thing that sort of spurred this on, there's been a number of things that have spurred this on, but something I was thinking about really recently is hypothetically, very hypothetically, if I wanted to move back there, which I don't, but hypothetically if I did. And the reason that came up was just because I was looking at houses here or apartments and it's killing me. And then I just had a quick look at apartments in Ireland and I was like, oh, it's so much easier over there, but I'm not going to move there. I love London too much. And I did miss my family, and I would miss my family if I left again. But in theory, if I went back, I would be fine. Aside from the family and the Jewish community, which are the two major things that I would really miss, I'd be very happy there, I think. I was very happy there. And actually another thing that comes into it is my work, which is what this video that I want to make, but I'm not going to make for Vlogmas, is going to be all about, because I love that company that I worked for and I want them to come to London so desperately. Anyway, that's a video for next year. But I just know I would fall right back into step, and I loved my life in Ireland. It was exhausting. Oh my goodness, I was busy full time. I mean, college was 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and then I was working. I think I was working about 35 to 40 hours a week on top of that. I mean, there was very, very little free time. Very little. But I loved it. And I loved especially, so I lived in 3 different places while I was over there. And the third one I adored. I loved it so much. And I said to my friend at the time, if I could just literally up and plonk that same place down in London for the same rental price, it would be perfect. It would be absolutely perfect. But alas, I'm going to end up with something a quarter of the size for 4 times the price. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because I've never spoken about the fact that I went over to Ireland. And people say they can hear it in my accent, and so if you're new here or relatively new, you probably have heard that and you've probably wondered where it's come from. That's where it's come from. But you know, last year I told you guys that I went to drama school, full stop. Actually, maybe that was 2 years ago now. But I'm feeding you little bits of information, and this time you get to know that I went to Ireland and I found a space there. And I think that's why I want to make this video now for Vlogmas. I've moved a lot in my life, and you always end up finding people. As much as you may try to resist, and trust me, I resisted in Australia, you always find people, and you will build a community. And so if anyone is considering moving or has to move for whatever reason and is scared of it, I think moving can be the most amazing thing. And that's gonna sound so ironic. And if my mum is watching this, because I know she sometimes watches my YouTube videos, she's gonna be laughing her head off right now because I hate anything to do with moving. I'm very bad at letting go of things. But once you make that move, the things you can find can be really, really special. And one thing I loved about moving, and I liked this every time I moved, it's a blank slate. You get to be who you want to be, you get to do what you want to do, you get to define your life again. Oh, my camera's dying. So I guess I need to finish this up, but that's what I want to say. All I want to say is if you need to move for whatever reason or want to move, I actually encourage it. And again, I say that like that. You can see like my shoulders are hunched because I actually do hate moving. But once you do it, once you commit, oh my goodness, it can be so special. It can be so, so special. And I really loved my time in Ireland. I love it every time I go back over. I never feel like I have enough time when I go. I always go for like a week or less, and I need to go for 3 weeks and just go around, see everyone, do everything, but I just never have time. Well, I do, but I don't make it a priority, which is on me. But it's so cool that you can find a space anywhere in the world. You can find a space for yourself and for whoever you're with anywhere in the world. And I've seen it happen many a time. Either experienced it or watched it from afar, and it can be really, really special. And you never know what you'll find or what you'll discover or what happens. But I am gonna go now because my camera is literally about to die. I will see you in the next video very shortly, tomorrow. Bye!